there guys, and welcome back. This is Science Author. Today let's go through a simple chemistry lesson known as chemical bonds. If we took into consideration the English alphabet, we can form a large number of words which convey a meaning. Same as that, elements combine together to form compounds. But why do they do that? Why can't they exist as elements? What are chemical bonds? What are the two types of chemical bonds? And what are noble gases? Hang on until the end because today I will be running answers to all these questions. This is a hydrogen atom. If we do a closer look, we see that it has one valence shell, and on the valence shell there is one electron. To be clear, actually these valence shells are not existing for real. However, according to what we see in the hydrogen atom, we write its electronic configuration as 1. You might know what is electronic configuration. Simple. Now let's move on to helium. Here we see 2 electrons in its first valence shell. The electronic configuration of helium can be written as 2. That's also simple. Now next we have lithium. So I have to put electrons here. Lithium has 3 electrons. Where should I put the third electron? Here? No, we must create a new valence shell, because maximum number of electrons in the first valence shell is always 2. So we can create the new valence shell and place the electron. After lithium we have beryllium, then boron. As we go, we can place the electrons in the second valence shell, then carbon, then nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and finally neon. Here we go, we have filled the second valence shell. Only 8 electrons can be fit in the second valence shell. Then we have sodium. We put its electron in a new valence shell created outer to the second valence shell. As we go on, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, and then argon. So we have filled the third valence shell also. Now we have 2 elements left, potassium and then calcium. Going through this journey, pay attention to these elements. Do you notice that their last valence shell is filled with electrons? These elements are known as noble gases. They do not react with any other elements because they do not like to receive electrons or give out electrons, so they are stable in the natural environment. Now focusing on to chemical bonds, we have 2 of them. One is called ionic bonds and the other is called covalent bonds. First, let's discuss about ionic bonds. This is a sodium atom. This is a chlorine atom. Sodium has 1 electron which is ready to give out. Chlorine needs 1 electron to fill its valence shell. It's like 2 pieces in a jigsaw puzzle. You remove this electron from sodium atom and place it in the chlorine atom. Everybody is happy. Now this thing you see on the left is not Na, it is Na+. For further information, if an atom removes electrons, it becomes positive, while if it gains electrons, it becomes negatively charged. You must have learned this before. In this case, the chlorine receives the electron given out by the sodium and becomes negatively charged. As you might know, positive gets attracted towards negative. Similarly, the positively charged sodium gets attracted to the negatively charged chlorine, hence forming the sodium chloride or table salt. This type of bonding involves in exchanging electrons. Normally, compounds formed by ionic bonds are solid at room temperature. This type of bonding can also form ionic lattices. Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, and you form a cubic structure like this. Sodium chloride is an example for ionic lattice. Now we have covalent bonds. Unlike ionic bonds, covalent bonds form by sharing electrons with each other. For example, this is a hydrogen atom and this is also a hydrogen atom. These 2 electrons come closer to each other, filling each other's valence shell. Now, if we count the number of electrons in its atom, it's 2. And the other atom, it's 2. So everyone is happy. This compound is known as hydrogen gas or H2. Here is another example for covalent bonds. This is an oxygen atom. This is a hydrogen atom and this is also a hydrogen atom. So how to bond 3 atoms together and make them stable? Let's see. Let's take this to the right. Now let's fit these 2 atoms, one on this side and one on the bottom. Now as you can see, oxygen is happy because its valence shell is filled with 8 electrons. And both hydrogen atoms are also happy because its valence shell is also filled with electrons. I will give you a small homework. Go through the first 20 elements in the periodic table and find out ways which we can bond them to form compounds. Press the subscribe button and hit the like so you won't miss any future videos we upload. Thank you for watching. See you guys soon in another interesting video. Until then, bye bye.